In this section, we'll take a look at another integrated software program, BibleWorks. First, we'll start with a brief overview used with permission from BibleWorks, illustrating just some of the powerful features found in version 9. Then I'll highlight just some of the brand new features just being released in BibleWorks 10. And finally, I'll conclude with a summary and give a few brief comments. Let's watch.
BibleWorks 9 offers an extensive array of tools for original language study of the biblical text. Hold your mouse cursor over a Greek or Hebrew word, and you have instant access to its morphological parsing, a dictionary entry, and a display of every place that word occurs in the book you are reading or across the whole Bible version, so you can see how the author or the whole Bible uses that word. Click on another tab and you can see word usage patterns graphically displayed. You can read and compare major English, Greek, and Hebrew Bible versions. You can study a verse in multiple versions, or with a click of the mouse, read a single version, or view a single version and multiple translations on the same screen. With a couple mouse clicks or a shortcut key, you can instantly see difference highlighting between the versions you are comparing, and turn it off or on as needed. For further study on those differences in versions, the exhaustive CNTTS apparatus covers the entire New Testament. The manuscripts for each variant reading can be easily identified, and you can open a matrix for each variant that indicates the time period and the Elan category for the manuscripts with that reading. The Manuscripts tab displays new transcriptions and complete image sets of 7 Greek New Testament manuscripts, collated with standard Greek New Testament texts. It is easy to view the highlighted similarities and differences between the Nestle Elan 27, Byzantine Majority Text, and major New Testament uncials like Sinaiticus, Vaticanus, Alexandrinus, and more. Verse references in the image and image processing tools are provided to help you work directly with the manuscript images in your study. Transcriptions of the manuscripts can also be read and searched like any other version. BibleWorks comes with over 200 Bibles in over 40 languages. Standard Greek and Hebrew texts and the major English Bibles are included, along with a large number of translations in Spanish, German, Chinese, Korean, and more. BibleWorks can search all these versions with the mouse or by entering words to search for here. Searching is easy with the command line. You can quickly find all verses containing both grace and faith by typing period, grace, faith, and then hit enter. Or to find any verse with grace or faith, just type / grace, faith, and in less than a second, you can find all the verses containing either grace or faith. You can do the same in Greek. Type / charis pistis. Type period, chesed, Elohim. Hit enter and you found all verses that include those two words. Use a single quote mark to search for a phrase. Type a phrase like Kingdom of God, and every verse with that phrase can be found in less than a second. BibleWorks includes dozens of lexicons, grammars, reference works, and tools for biblical exegesis and research. You can view and print Greek New Testament sentence diagrams, learn or review Greek and Hebrew vocabulary or paradigms. With a cross-version search or by using the Related Verses tool, you can search for a word throughout the Bible in these texts of early Jewish and Christian literature at the same time. The cross-reference display tracks and updates to the current verse that you're reading, and it works with any language Bible version in the program. You can even add your own cross-references. For background and geographical study, the full Moody Atlas of the Bible comes with high-resolution maps and dozens of photos that can be resized and copied into your presentations. Or you can right-click on a city in a verse and open the BibleWorks maps to a map that shows where that city is. You can view study Bible notes next to the verses that you are studying. The Verse tab tracks with any Bible version and updates to the current verse with Net Bible Notes, or you can add the ESV Study Bible as an unlockable module. All texts and articles are included, and images and maps are in high resolution. You can gather information from resources like these and your searches and easily copy the text and images to your word processor or maintain notes on chapters and verses right within the program. Our aim is to provide one package with all the tools you need to lay the exegetical groundwork necessary to interpret Scripture. BibleWorks 9 comes with much more and is the premier software tool for original language exegesis of the biblical text.
As you have just seen, BibleWorks is a powerful and complex tool for reaching a greater understanding of the biblical text. Just in April of 2015, BibleWorks 10 was released and a significant number of new resources and improvements were made. This is only a partial list of those upgrades, and what follows are a few more short clips that highlight some of the new features that really stand out and are worth investigating.
Dankers Lexicon. The addition of Frederick Dankers' concise Greek-English lexicon of the New Testament will also be invaluable to ministers, seminarians, translators, and students of Biblical Greek. Like all our lexicons, this lexicon is linked to the biblical text, so the appropriate entries are displayed automatically as you move your mouse over any of our tagged Greek texts. If you're looking for a quick way to analyze how the many forms of Greek and Hebrew words are used, then you will appreciate the new BibleWorks Forms tab. Simply hover your mouse over a Greek or Hebrew word in the Browse window, and you will instantly see every form of that word, its parsing, and the number of times it occurs, providing an exhaustive look at how a particular word is used grammatically. Epub Reader. There is a new Epub Reader in BibleWorks 10 that allows you to read Epub files and manage your personal collection of Epub files, no matter what publisher you purchase them from. If you have books in Epub format, you can easily integrate them into BibleWorks. The New English Translation of the Septuagint. Also new to BibleWorks 10 is the New English Translation of the Septuagint, published by Oxford University Press. This highly regarded work, which includes introductions and helpful notes, is an essential resource for both student and scholar. New Testament Greek audio files. If you want to brush up on your Greek, BibleWorks 10 has two new sets of Greek New Testament audio files. One has a verse-by-verse reading of the NA27.
Thontekais e tematon, diadelmai makrathumos akusaimou.
The other has chapter-by-chapter recordings of the Robertson Pierpoint Byzantine text.
Christos ke rusatai, hoti ek nekron egegertai.
Students of the Old Testament will also appreciate the addition of Von Gahl's Samaritan Pentateuch. This important resource allows quick comparisons between the Masoretic, Septuagint, and Samaritan texts.
BibleWorks displays pop-up word tips when you mouse over Greek or Hebrew words in the Browse window. These word tips give you a gloss of the word and also the parsing information for that word as well. A number of translations are tagged for Strong's numbers, which allow you to see the underlying Greek or Hebrew word and the words commonly used to translate that word. The AG&T tab in the Analysis window provides you with a Greek-English interlinear text of the Greek New Testament. The Options button here provides you with a number of options for interlinear information that you may wish to display. But by default, it displays the text in the form that you might read it in the Greek New Testament, identifies the morphological parsing codes for that word, the lemma or lexical form of the word as it might appear in a Greek dictionary or lexicon, and an English gloss for the word. Notice that it displays a lexicon below when you mouse over a word, and if you have the word tips on in the Browse window, it will display the word tips with parsing information as well. In BibleWorks 10, there is Morphology color tagging that you can turn on to to identify the forms of words in a verse. Just go to Tools and Options, click on Morphology Colors, and notice that there are several presets there. For example, we see for the WTM version, it's @N for noun, then an asterisk for any following codes, and that will be the color blue. For @V, which is verbs, it will be red. So with this preset, I can click down here for Enable Morphology Color Tagging, then click OK. And notice that I now have tagging appearing in my verses. If I switch to the WTT as my search version, and then I show the whole version in single version display mode, you can see it's colored throughout the text.
One of the most common requests that we've had over the years is a simple way to scale up the interface of BibleWorks, the text and the windows, so that when a professor goes from his office setup, he can take his same computer, go to the classroom, plug it into the projector, and there he often needs to scale the size up or down in order to fit projection size. That's now in BibleWorks.
We hope BibleWorks users will be delighted with these new resources. We've highlighted just a few here. Epub Reader, User Lexicon, Forms tab, Search Window History button, Fuzzy Search, Holy Land Picture Database, sound files of the NA27 Greek New Testament from the German Bible Society,
Honing kalumai hupayudayon,
Robertson Pierpoint sound files, images of the Leningrad Codex, BibleWorks Manuscript Project, Frederick Dankers' Concise Greek-English Lexicon of the New Testament, the Stuttgart Original Language Packages New Testament Edition, Old Testament Edition. The full list of new features, new search capabilities, and new resources can be found on our webpage at BibleWorks.com.
I think you'll find it very satisfying and helpful. That's our main goal in what we've done over the years.
As you can tell, BibleWorks 10 is quality software, but it's at a mid-level pricing of $389. That makes it less of an investment than, for example, say Logos. Given the power and features available, it is an excellent value. I found it to be pretty much unsurpassed in terms of the number of Bible versions and languages that are included. I like the inclusion of the ESV and Net Bible Study Notes, and I'm anxious to take advantage of the many new features in version 10, especially the Forms tab, the fuzzy search tools, and the morphology color coding. But you can also tell that BibleWorks is aimed more at advanced users and is probably best suited for those grounded in sound Bible study methods and exegetical understanding. The only shortcoming I'll mention is that the BibleWorks editor, although greatly improved, may require using the clipboard function to cut and paste the results into your own word processor to finalize presentations. And finally, while there is a very steep learning curve in getting proficient using this tool, I applaud BibleWorks for providing several dozen how-to videos that are well organized in an outline-style selector. I use BibleWorks and can recommend it. You can explore it some more and perhaps test drive it on your own. One thing I am confident of, if you love God's Word to dig this deeply to understand it, not only will you be blessed, but others will be impacted for Christ as well. Thank you for listening.